just want to be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird. My cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Well, these two teams, the Falcons and the Vikings, have met 30 times since the Falcons' inaugural year in the league back in 1966. And the Vikings winning 19 of those games. But maybe the most memorable game between the two was a Falcons victory. That was in the NFC Championship game back in January of '99. Gary Anderson missed a field goal to potentially win it at the end of regulation. And then the Falcons would get the victory in OT 30-27. And they were off to the Super Bowl. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Cousins from the gun on third. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drop.
And Freeman lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Extra point up and good by Bailey. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now it's Ryan. Looking downfield for Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Devontae Parker, 36 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, now it's a great starting field position as well.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 23 yards the pickup there. And now he's really knocking on the door for 700. That is career catch 699. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter one of the new year. We'll be back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off around the 27, past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
This is Freeman on first and 10. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they're looking at a second down and 9 to go. On second and 9, Ryan. And he will find Ridley on the left side. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Calvin Ridley more than justified his first-round selection in 2018. 64 catches as a rookie and found the end zone 10 times. Did a nice job getting open right there and picking up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another for Julio Jones all alone. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, 42 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. They run, Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Lid 50, 6-6, bullet high.
On first and 10, Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Amir Abdullah, the intended target. And it's second down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
On second down now. Boom. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
3rd and short yardage. Cousins escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
For the field goal, a 55-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
At their 48-yard line.
Play action, Ryan. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle, Hooper. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Ryan's throw caught by Jones. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. They go play action with Ryan. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
Obviously, Brandon, they couldn't get it all back with just one score, but that touchdown chips into the lead, and now it makes the comeback a little bit more manageable.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. They'll run with Boone here. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And an alley to run. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now to throw on first down. Steps away to his left.
Let's get off the field.
Looking deep in the direction of him. It's caught at the 10. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. Cousins to throw it, and Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about...
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
300. 55, Mike, 55. Hey, smooth. Like that.
Following the interception, Cousins. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
To throw again on second down. Cousins being chased out left. The left side caught by Diggs. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. The reception good for 7. It's third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll go with Boone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
2 yards that time. A stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Gotta do better.
Now Ryan. This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And the Ravens have added to their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mike, 55. Right there.
From the 25 on second down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 56 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the carry, it's Boone. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Nearly a huge return as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Falcons are going to get it at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And my goodness, another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Bailey got the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's just me and you.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 63 yards. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. But it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Here's Ryan. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Julio Jones, the lone receiver, left. A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Ryan, and he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Falcons get a bit closer.
The defense was almost too good on that play. They took away all of his targets. The one thing they forgot, to account for him as a runner, and he was able to tuck it and go for the end zone and get it done. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Hey, no, easy. Hey, Zoo.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll let this go for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Rasul Douglas picks it. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Harrison Smith, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. To throw, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue.
And now here is another interception. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. and I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise,
pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. One last shot for Ryan. Now a desperation. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the final seconds have ticked away.